Hey guys, welcome back to the channel, welcome back to ChriswithaC. Hope you are doing well. Thank you very much for joining me today. Right, okay, the FMS First Blood monster truck, the F100 Ford, fully licensed beginner basher, should we call it, or something for people just to bash about and have a bit of fun with. Now, I did have a lot of fun with this on the first run, so much so, I had a little bit too much fun. And what I mean by this is, despite what FMS, now let's just clear this up, FMS never told me to run this truck on 3S. Alright, they does say in the manual to not run it on 3S, but I blew caution to the wind, ran it on 3S, and unfortunately we did end up smoking the motor. So the plan is, in this video, is, well, I'm enjoying the truck, okay? So the plan is look, I haven't even cleaned it. Is I'm going to replace the ESC and the motor in here. I've got a power plant that I'm going to be popping in here. Now, at no point did FMS tell me to do this. Again, this is something I want to do because I want to have this just as a little basher to go around and just have a little bit of fun with. It's so light, all right, really light truck, this one. And I've found a motor that was given to me by a friend, and I think this is going to make a good little power plant in here. It's a Surpass Rocket 4250 3674 motor. All right, so this should actually give it plenty of wheel speed on 2S. And a friend of mine also donated this Traxxas 3S Rally ESC. All right, and what I did have to do here, mind, okay, because Traxxas for some reason use different size motor connections. Traxxas uses a 4mm bullet. Well, obviously the problem with that is these would never fit then on the motor, and I prefer changing them on the SC side than I do on the motor, to be quite honest with you. So I've gone with a 4.5 bullet, and I've also put a XT60 on here because that I use that on all my cars, all the batteries. So quick and easy changeover with this one, guys. I will need to put a receiver in here as well, because FMS, what they do is a 2-in-1 ESC and receiver in the car. So plan is, I'm going to put a receiver in. I'm also going to put this VXL 3S ESC and this motor in here, and then we're going to take it out and give it a bit of bash around Garth Park and have a lot of fun. Like I say, it is a starter truck, this one. It's something that I wanted to do. I fully intended brushless converting this one, but when I didn't expect to do it after the first run, but like I said, that is on me, that one. So I do hope you're enjoying all the videos on the channel at the moment, all the likes, shares and subscribes that go on at the moment. I really appreciate it, guys. I'm having a lot of fun wrenching, working on my vehicles. I hope you're enjoying the new camera angle here. Me and my friend Robbie worked on different ways to record, and I prefer this side of the workshop because of the size of the bench. I'm quite tall, and this one's around my waist size, so yeah, it kind of works out all right. I think it looks all right. Basically, you can see what's going on behind me. Oop. And right, I think what we're going to do now is take the wheels off the car. I need to get this motor out and this ESC and everything out. I'm going to put you on a time lapse while I'm doing this, and yeah, enjoy the music, and I'll see you in a moment once we got these out. Right, okay guys, so I got the motor out, as you can see. This is 14-turn motor that FMS had in there. Yeah, she's a bit toasty inside there, guys, to be quite honest with you. I don't know if you can see, but inside there is a piece of plastic that's fallen down because it's melted. Got a bit too hot. They did tell me not to use this on 3S. It is what it is. I mean, I was always going to do it. And there is the 2-in-1 ESC. Now I'm going to keep this because it would be handy when I build maybe like a Tamiya or something like that. So that will come in use another time. A 2-in-1 receiver, that'll be handy for a little Tamiya build. Or maybe even, yeah, so I'll definitely use it for something though, but because I never had any problems with the ESC anyway, okay? And with it being a 2-in-1, it's nice and small, especially if you're building a little kit. I might even build a brushed buggy at some point, but so yeah, I'm going to keep that. So that is quite handy. As for the motor, I need to now find out how many teeth is on this pinion, because this is a 5mm shaft on this motor here, okay? So I might gear up, I might gear down, I'm not sure. I don't think this is so it uses mod 0.8 32 pitch gearing, and I've actually got a 48 pitch pinion on there now. So I now need to go into my toolbox, find everything I need to put the car back together. I'm going to give this a bit of a clean as well, because the other thing, it does use a slipper clutch on you, okay? So I am going to need to tighten up the slipper clutch. And then we should be able to take this out and give it a rip around the park. But one thing I will say, very easy to work on. Right, let me find the correct gearing, and then we'll go from there. I'll see you in a second. Well, that was a little bit trickier than I thought, guys. Okay, so the motor that comes with the FMS monster truck has a 3.175 diameter shaft, okay? So obviously the pinion that come on it, obviously that fits on lovely. But the motor I'm going in there has actually got a 5mm shaft. It was unusual to see a 5mm shaft on a small motor. So being 0.8 mod 32 pitch, I had a bunch of pinions, and guess what? None of them had a 5mm shaft. So what I've had to do with a bit of and the other thing, I did need to remove a pinion with a pinion puller, because it was just stuck on there, guys, okay? So that's one thing. Okay, the next thing, I then had to find a pinion. I had a 32 pitch pinion. So I got these cheap AliExpress ones. Now, luckily, I have these titanium tipped drill bits, okay? So what I had to do was then measure the motor shaft to get a perfect size, go into my drill bits, and then I drilled out the centre, and I've actually fitted this onto the motor. It fits perfectly now, watch. All right. So I've taken one of my 3.175s to a 5mm, and it fits on there lovely. Now, the next thing I need to do is obviously get this into the vehicle. But I'm hoping that the screw holes, so let's have a look. Yeah, they should correspond. I just need to work out where the wiring's going. So I'm going to put you back on a time lapse. I'm going to work all this out. A little bit trickier than I anticipated, but I love doing these jobs. I absolutely love taking something out of nothing. I did it with my HPI jump shot. And this is very much like the jump shot, actually, thinking about it. Same sort of style chassis and everything on there. So, yeah, I'm going to work this out now. The jump shot, if you remember, if you go back and watch the videos on my channel, didn't actually come with the 32 pitch gears. So it's, you know, awesome that FMS has actually included that. So I'm now going to get this in there. I need to get the motor screws to correspond with the holes in there. Make sure I've got enough clearance then, obviously, for the pinion I've chosen to use, because I'm going from a 13 tooth to a 17. So again, I'm gearing up a little bit, but being brushless, it does run cooler. And also on here, you have got space for a 25mm fan, so I will be installing a fan on there as well. But totally overkill for this truck, guys. But hey, look, I love doing these sort of little jobs and just turning something into from something slow into something completely bonkers. But yeah, I'm going to crack back on, put you back on the time lapse in a bit. Right, okay, so we have got the motor in there, guys, as you can see. What I did have to do was come away from the 17 tooth pinion that we initially planned and went to a 16. And then with the motor mount, I just had to slightly elongate the motor mount, just ever so much, just basically to get the correct amount of mesh in there, because it was a little bit tight. But as it stands now, the mesh is absolutely lovely. There's no issues at all there. So that is all good. So we're now running a 16 tooth. Right, I can button up this side now. I will remember to put Loctite on your pinion grub screw and also your motor screws as well. So I'm going to go ahead and Loctite those in now. The next on the agenda is I need to adapt the ESC plate here. Okay, so for the ESC that I'm going to be using, obviously this isn't going to fit on top. So what I am planning on doing is just taking some of the material off the top of here so we can stick it down. All right. Once that is all said and done, then we need to find somewhere to mount the receiver. Might just mount the receiver somewhere around this area. Not quite sure, but I'll work that out in a moment. But yeah, it's coming together. The main thing was could I get this motor in here, and obviously the motor shaft. The rest of it is kind of easy to do. Honestly, I enjoy this sort of thing. And I think this is what a lot of like sort of newcomers will look at, obviously, when they come into the hobby. You know, maybe converting it to brushless. You see on loads of Facebook posts where they say, you know, just chuck a brushless system in. And brushless systems, they're all well and good, but some cars are not meant to take brushless. All right, so I have had a good look over this car. I'm going to see how it feels now. And then, like I say, we've got a decent motor in there. The plan is now I'm going to get the fan on there as well, and basically have that all cooled down neatly. I think we'll be ready to give us a rip around Garth then. See what's that. Right, so technically this should work now, guys. All right, so I'm gonna go and get a battery. We've got the VXL 3S all in there. Let's just check the body goes on okay. It's a little bit tight, but it goes in, so that's not too bad. This wiring here could be out of the way a little bit better, I'll be honest with you. But anyway, the point is we have got it all sorted there, haven't we? Right, so go and get a 3S battery. Let's bind up the receiver, and then let's see what the wheel speed's like on its first pull. Right, guys, okay, so we've now got it all together. As you can see, I have got a different set of wheels on here, and it's because first testing this out, it is a bit daft, if I'm honest. Just like everything I tend to do, I tend to overpower everything. Now, would I recommend a newbie doing this? Now, being straight with you, this is what a lot of us have actually done in the hobby. We started off with something slow, then we go and look for the biggest and baddest power system we can, jam it into the car, and expect it to perform. But yeah, it's a bit ridiculous, this is, to be honest with you. So I can turn the car on. As you can see, we got power. I've even gone a little bit optimistic. I've actually put a gyro on there. All right, how much difference that's going to make, I really don't know, because chances are the front wheels are going to spend most of its time in the air. This is on 2S. This is using the 2S battery that FMS has given you with the car. All right, so yeah, so 3S I don't think is really needed for this truck, to be quite honest with you. I need to tidy up some of the wiring now, just basically get it all in place. I tell you one thing though, it is going to be a lot of fun around Garth Park, this. A lot of fun. But yeah, I'm going to tidy up all the wiring. And chances are I'll see you in Garth Park. I'll see you in a bit, guys. Right, okay guys, so that's what it looks like with, as you can see, I put on a set of Method monster truck tyres. I think it looks pretty cool with them actually. Kind of, I don't know, retro kind of vibe to them as well, haven't they? The reason why I put these on is they are belted, so they're not going to balloon as badly. Well, they won't balloon full stop, to be honest with you. And also what I've done here is added a fan to the ESC. Takes me back, this does, to when I first started back in the hobby and started converting different trucks, and I was messing around with my Vortex, brushless converted that, and then I had a HPI jump shot and a brushless converted that. I've had a quick couple of pulls around the back garden with it, and it does seem pretty spicy. So the idea is now is I'm going to run it on 2S. I'm going to take a 3S battery just to show you, but I think 2S is going to be the sweet spot, especially for a conversion like this. It's going to have way too much power as it is, guys. But, right, definitely, Garth Park, let's go and take a couple of cars up there and have a bit of a laugh, shall we? I'll see you there. Right, okay, so we've come to my little spot, guys. You probably recognise this from wherever I'm the rally cars and stuff. First of all, proof of concept. Let's put a 2S battery in the car. Let's see how this performs. I've got a feeling 2S is going to be the sweet spot really for this, because, well, 3S is absolutely ridiculous. Like I say, what I have done here, so just following along with, I've gone with a Radiolink R6FG receiver. It does have gyro on there. Gyro is a bit pointless though, because I've got a feeling the front wheels are going to be in the air. We've got a Traxxas VXL 3S ESC. I have fitted a fan on top, basically just to keep the ESC nice and cool. And then the motor is a 4250 3660 actually. Surpass motor. Handset I'm going to use is my Radiolink. Now, guys, let's just get something straight. I know, obviously, the handset I'm using is worth more than what the car is. I get it. A lot of people will say, well, why are you using it? It's what I use on all my trucks, all right? So I've got tons of the receivers for these. I don't expect you guys at home to spend this sort of money on a handset, but you will need, if you're going to brushless convert something like this, you will need to get a separate handset and receiver, because the FMS came with a all-in-one. So just turn it on. As you see, the fan's spinning up now, steering straightened up. So should be interesting, to say the least, this. I've got my friends on a video chat down by here. You can probably see them in the corner. Everyone wave. There you go. So just to kind of see how this is going to perform. What I did do, guys, alright, and I have mentioned it, so I've put a set of methods on here, belted, because one, I had them knocking about, and two, what I'm going to try and do is stop those back wheels ballooning like crazy, because when I did spin the wheels up, they spun ridiculous. So, just the head cam. There you go. So, 2S run on the FMS F100. I'm going to put the camera down here for the boys to see. Oosh. Right, so the other thing you're going to have with something like this as well is better battery life. And fingers crossed, we should have oh Christ, and there's definitely no brakes. It's actually not too bad on 2S. Nice power wheelies. That's all right, guys. 2S seems to be very much a sweet spot. I don't think it drives nice though. Definitely got enough wheel speed on 2S, that's for sure. And you know the funny thing is, right, I was driving the Team Corrali Synchro two-wheel drive recently, and the two-wheel drive, I was having issues where the car would not drive in the right direction. It constantly spin out, and then you've got something which is designed for two-wheel drive. All right, yes, we've brushless converted it, but very controllable. Giving me kind of Traxxas Stampede vibes, this. Now, I will say it probably needs a little bit of diff tuning, just because the diffs are really loose, or the diff, so it is only one diff. But let's give it a quick blip down the tarmac by here on 2S, see what kind of speed I can get it at. It could either be really good or really bad. That's not bad at all. Not bad at all. That's probably what, 30, 40 mile an hour on 2S? Now I know all of you are going to want to see this on 3S, so we might give it a quick go on 3S, but I'm still using the stock battery that came with the car. It's a lot more controllable than I anticipated, let's put it that way. I was expecting it to be completely crazy and all over the shop, but I say that and then it does that. So, as a first car, do I still think this is a good first car? Yeah, why not? Yeah, why not? Because I mean, you get a car, you get to use it on 2S, you get used to driving an RC car, and then further down the line, the proof of what we're trying to do in this video is you could then go and chuck a brushless system in it and still have a lot of fun. But yeah, it's all right. And the biggest sort of thing for me here is how controllable this actually is. Lots and lots of fun. Oh, there you go. Suspension's really nice and plush as well. No brakes at all. Literally no brakes because it's two-wheel drive. But riding up on that back wheelie bar as well. And like I say, the biggest kind of plus about a brushless system is having that run time. So whereas obviously with a brush car you maybe, I think, probably get what, let's call it 10 minutes out of a battery. Cocking that back wheel up as I turn, that was funny. Yeah, it's alright, it's alright, I like this. Now I've got some expensive cars, as you know, but it doesn't take away from the purity of something like this. There is something very endearing about driving a cheap car with a brushless system. It's where we all started. It's, yeah, just fun. There you go, like a scolded cat, disappears over in the car park. I've got no idea where it is, hang on. There you go. See, like I say, you can buy this for a kid or someone who's getting into the hobby, or I don't know, even if you're an enthusiast, and just have a lot of fun with it. So is this a Gorgon beater? That is the question, you know, like I said in the first video. It all depends on whether you can get hold of the parts. Now, here in the UK, the big model shops are stocking this now. You've got Model Sport, you've got Wheelspin, SE models, they're all starting to stock this car. So parts should be easy to get hold of. I'm not sure what it's like for the rest of the world, but I would definitely have a look at where you can get the parts. Are all the parts available? Is this something, I mean, you can basically get armour parts anyway, so that's one thing. So if you can still get the parts for a vehicle like this and still be able to keep running it should something go wrong, is definitely worth looking at. Oh, there you go. I'm back on his wheels. It also has 3 different colours with the body and everything. Right. And that is LVC. Now bear in mind, I charged that battery to 83%, guys, so you were just in LVC now. I know. You see, so that is flat out. So let's just check the temperatures on the motor. And to be fair, it hasn't even broken a sweat. That is still stone cold. Now, yeah, there you go, so it's flashing red, so that tells me that's in LVC. I'm going to pause 2 seconds, I'm going to chuck a 3S in. This could go really, really wrong, or actually be a lot of fun. Bear with me. Ooh, battery pack, I'm going to give it a go. I don't think I'm going to run this for long, because 2S is more than enough for this. It is 4,000 mAh Hildo Power 85C. I'm just going to show you how the car performs on 3S, and you can make your own mind up. I don't really want to kill this car off, because I quite enjoyed that on 2S, to be quite honest with you. Let's turn the car on. ESC is nice and cool because I shoved that fan on top. So we are now on 3S, guys. And as I say, I don't want to kill this car, because I'm enjoying it. I'm enjoying it. This will give me hours of fun just messing about somewhere. Like when I go away with the family, I could take it with me. Just something a little bit daft, a little bit fun. Right, it's just the head cam. There you go. Right, 3S power. Oh, it's definitely spicier. But again, it's stable. Right, I'm going to give it a run straight down the street again to see what sort of speed we're getting out of it. Roll on the power. Yeah, that's quick. That is genuinely quick. Yeah, so I can't get full throttle, that's for sure. Actually, 3S is a lot of fun, but I can see this going wrong really quickly. Let's have another roll on power by here, see what happens. Yeah, I'm not getting full power with it, that's for sure. Right, that was full power with it. Try again, one more time. Right, so can it take 3S power now? 110%. And bear in mind, we've not done any tuning to the diffs. Oh yeah, a little power wheelie. Lot of fun, lot of fun. Let's see what Robbie thinks, because he's watching by here. What do you think, Rob?
Yeah.
It's a lot of fun, isn't it, dude?
Yeah.
Are you having one?
Try and get a little bit more brake on it. That's the only problem I can see.
Yeah, right, so, with the...
It's rear-wheel drive, isn't it? And you ain't got all four on the ground, and it's not...
To be honest, mate, what it is I'm using the Traxxas ESE. I noticed it yesterday when I put it in the SST as well. With the Traxxas ESE, I've got to dial it back on the handset and not the car.
I gotcha, yeah.
Oh yeah, easy. But price running nice, isn't it? So that was the car. Yeah, we... Let's try to see what the temperature's like on the motor now. Right, okay, so still cold, guys, still cold. I could probably gear that up a bit more if I'm honest, but I don't think I need to. Right, so a lot of fun, guys, a lot of fun. I'm going to stop running this on 3S because I don't want to break it, quite honestly. I've had a lot of fun running that by there then. But yeah, give you wheel speed on 3S. Yeah, so he's definitely got some get up and go with this one. But well done, FMS. I did wonder whether this car would put up with 3S power. And actually, yeah, really well. I'm going to tune that diff, I think, in the next video, or maybe before I run it the next time. But these tyres are working brilliantly with this truck, so I am going to leave these on. Is this for everyone? Maybe not. It could be though, with a bit of fettling. As you notice, it is starting to rain as well. Look, guys. I'm going to go back in the car 2 seconds and we'll have a little chat about it. But yeah, hope you're enjoying it. Right, guys, so FMS F100. Proof of concept of the 3S is absolutely awesome. Yeah, good little truck this. Well over-engineered for the money. Now, can you break it? Of course you can. You can break anything. You drive something really stupid and hit something, yeah, it's going to break. But you drive it in an area where there's nothing really about, and you can see how much fun we had here. For the money, very, very good little truck, this one. Like I say, a little brushless system. So what are we talking, really? Cost of the car is 169 here in the UK. So use the electrics are inside the car, get used to it. And then I haven't changed the servo. So obviously I've saved a few quid there. It doesn't need it. It's very, very capable of turning. Let's turn it off, 2 seconds. Motor, You can get this motor off AliExpress for around about, I think it's £20, guys. In fact, no, it isn't. This one I had on offer, or my friend had on offer, because I actually gave him the link, and he paid £13 for this delivered, the motor. The ESC, not so cheap. This came straight out of a Traxxas rally car, which is down by there. I'm going to be doing a video on the rally literally straight after this one. It was given to me by a friend, but that's what I'm saying. If you have friends in the hobby, chances are someone's going to have a little 3S ESC knocking about. Receiver and handset, you can pick up a receiver and a handset for roughly about between £30–40, and a 3S battery. Now, bearing in mind though, the battery that it comes with, the 2S battery, is absolutely fine. It ran great on 2S, no problems at all, still a lot of fun. And the wheels, well, that's down to you. Wheels are completely subjective. I like these Method belteds. They work well with a lot of my cars. So again, I've got no issues with them. They work well. I thought I'd put them on. But no mechanical failures is the big kind of outcome out of this. The car as drove, I'm using an overpowered motor and ESC. The gearbox is holding up because of the 0.8.32 pitch gearing. And suspension feels great. There's a lot of truck for the money this. Well done, FMS. Guys, I will put a link in the description where you can actually pick one of these trucks up, whether you be in the UK, and I'll also put links for America, and also the usual links for people like FMS. Huge thank you to Kaya and everyone at FMS for asking me to do these videos. Until next time, check the box for more videos. Stay awesome. I'll catch you later.